Is it just me, or is Six Flags Great America just a strangely forgettable park? Nah, sorry, hear me out. I know I sound stupid. Hey, you in the front row, stop laughing. But this is a park that I have been to twice in my life, and I still can't find a single truly memorable aspect of it. There's a lot of coasters, it's stereotypical Six Flags, even if it is definitely one of the nicer ones. There's a vague American theme, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, Great America is just an extremely unimpactful place in the coaster zeitgeist. They seem to get another roller coaster every couple years, hell, they're already getting a new one it seems like, and yet I don't really hear anything about it at all. Yeah, it's up there among the best parks in the country and road trip stops, but it's not spoken in the same vein as places like Kings Island or Magic Mountain or even Great Adventure, which Great America is a better park than Great Adventure in many ways, but at least I know there's shit going on at Great Adventure, even if it is against my will. Despite all of this slander I've just said though, Six Flags Great America is a really damn good park, mainly due to the fact that they have 16 roller coasters. So you know what? What else can I do except for ranking them? Get ready, y'all. Here is every roller coaster at Six Flags Great America ranked. Disclaimer, I do have to make a pretty major omission from this list. Maxx Force will not be included.
What? No, alright. I know that sounds bad.
Yeah, I have yet to do Maxx Force, the SNS air launch coaster, and I sob every night as a result. Both of my visits to this park, this ride was closed. The first time I was going to go in line, but it immediately broke down for the day. And then last year, the ride was completely broken for months. So, that sucks. If I had to guess, it would likely place in the top 3, but then again, I have no real way of knowing, so it could suck, you never know. Anyways, without further ado, I guess, here's the ranking minus Maxx Force.
You lose! Good day, sir!
Say the line, Bart!
Kids Coaster. Yeah! At least this one actually kind of has a layout, though.
Bitch, I'm adorable.
Guys, I found it! The one kids coaster worth riding. Little Dipper is an old as dirt PTC Woody that also happens to be the most adorable thing you've ever seen. I mean, look at it, it's so small. And there's a lot of history to it as well. The ride opened in 1950 at a park called Kittyland, not far from Chicago, where it operated until 2009 with the park's closure. But Great America scooped it right up and reopened it in 2010. Little Dipper is a genuinely fun kids coaster and also has a load of history along with it. This ride should make every other kids coaster ashamed of themselves.
Hey, I've seen this one.
The fun part about going to Great America is that a quarter of the coaster lineup here is actually just coasters at Great Adventure. On the one hand, it's cool to see the slight differences between these clones. On the other hand though, it's also extremely annoying to credit hunt and realize that I can just do these an hour and a half away from my house instead of waiting in a half-hour line at the place of Raging Bull. Case in point, the Dark Knight coaster. Now, this version I do consider better than the one at Great Adventure, mainly because the theming and effects are better, and this is actually a theme with the clones over here. The truck run on this is still terrifying, I really forgot about it over here, but as a whole, it's the same ride. And also, it's just a wild mouse, you know how these rides feel at this point. Fun hairpin turns and janky dips. Cool theming, but still just a wild mouse in a house.
Where's my goddamn electric car, Bruce?
Ugh, you see what I mean with these clones I could just do at Great Adventure? Free spins are fun, don't get me wrong, but again, they're rather uninspired clones that I don't need to go to fucking Chicago for. So you know what? Instead of talking about this exact ride for the third time in these ranking videos, I'm just gonna rank every actor to play the Joker on screen. Fuck it. Number 6, Jared Leto. This is self-explanatory. Moving on.
By erasing my mind.
You need to shut the fuck up!
Number 5, Barry Keoghan. So forgettable, they cut him from the movie. Number 4, Cesar Romero. Emblematic of the 60s series. Stupid, campy, and also really funny.
But if I had you here, I'd pound you to a pulp!
Start pounding, Joker.
Number 3, Travis Bickle. I mean Joaquin Phoenix. Pretty good, I guess, I don't remember. Number 2, Jack Nicholson. Really, really good. I also am a fan of Prince. Number 1, Heath Ledger. Generational performance, infinitely quotable, gone too soon. Whew, wow, that was instantly more fulfilling than talking about that ride. Let's move on. Wooden coasters are cool, everybody knows that. But the coolest type of wooden coasters are those enormous, stupid ones that do literally nothing with their 4,000 plus feet of track. Unfortunately though, these are in fact a dying breed, thanks to those pieces of shit in Idaho.
do I fix everything I touch?
But there are some still standing to this day. There's Monster at La Ronde, Coaster Express at Parque Warner, The Boss at Six Flags St. Louis, and a bunch more. But the granddaddy of them all has to be American Eagle. Look at the size of this behemoth. The amount of wood they use for this coaster is just absurd, practically a violation of deforestation regulations. And it does nothing. Woohoo! I love it. It's a dueling coaster, but it doesn't duel, because who wants that, right? The airtime hills are kinda lacking in airtime, and while it is fast, American Eagle is strangely too smooth as well. But then we get to that fucking helix. Oh my god, that helix. It is the stupidest thing ever, and is also just inexplicably rough. It feels like the train is bouncing up and down as you go along. Intamin, yes, Intamin made this. How did y'all mess up that badly? I know it was 1981, you were on enough crack to kill an actual eagle, but Lord have mercy. American Eagle is probably the worst actual coaster in the park, and really should have been RMC'd by now, but the ironic enjoyment I get from it makes me like it a lot more than those aforementioned clones. May this big, stupid punk of trash live on forever.
Whoa! Is that blackface, dude?
No, this isn't blackface. I'm an actual demon.
I love Arrow. I love Arrow. I do not love most Arrow rides, including this one, but I love Arrow. Is this making sense to you? No? Well, that's fine. Doesn't really make sense to me either. Anyways, Demon is a coaster that has a strangely high amount of aura, and I think it's largely carried by that theme song.
Here in line, better take a little time for meditating, 'cause he's waiting. He's the demon.
The ride itself is the definition of a standard Arrow looper, but that absolute banger of a song elevates it so much, and I am only partially joking when I say that. The tunnel and rockwork also help too, they're pretty cool. Unfortunately though, Demon is peak Arrow, and I mean that in a good and bad way. Janky profiling, design decisions that were clearly made before computers existed, a random actually elite airtime moment, and corkscrews that try to give you brain hemorrhaging. I'll do Demon every time I go to Great America. I'll hate it when I do it, but I'll get off of it thinking I actually liked it. If that doesn't sum up aerodynamics for you, then I don't know what does.
You're a big fat phony!
Viper is one of many clones of the famous Coney Island Cyclone, one of the most iconic rides in the world, and genuinely one of my favorite roller coasters of all time. And I have heard before that Viper actually rivals and in some cases is better than the Cyclone. Now that's high praise, especially to a guy from New York who has done the Cyclone countless times. So you can imagine my disappointment when I found out that Viper is kinda lame. At least compared to the Cyclone. It's still a smooth, long, and thrilling layout that I do enjoy. That's kind of a given with this layout, but it just does nothing special or unique. Pacing is fine, airtime is fine, intensity is fine, trains are fine, everything is fine. Fine. I don't want fine. I want trains that are designed like couches. I want airtime moments that will make you fear God. I want potholes likely felt by a mob boss in 1952. I want the Cyclone. And this is not the Cyclone. It's just a poor imitation. If you've never done the Cyclone before, Viper is pretty fun, but it is rather unspectacular. But if I hear one more person try to compare it to the Cyclone or have the gall to say it's better, I am going to tell them I respect their opinion, but I unfortunately disagree. Have a good day and please reconsider.
Superman!
Oh god damn it, another clone? Oh wait, this is actually pretty good. I have a review out on the Superman Ultimate Flight clones already if you want my expanded thoughts, but essentially they're just very fun, super smooth, and graceful rides. And they also have the pretzel loop, the most unnecessarily intense moment of all time. Yeah, these rides are harmless and very fun, but when I'm at Great America, I'm likely not going to be dying to ride Superman Ultimate Flight for the same exact reason as the other clones here. Great Adventure has yet to cave in on itself, keyword being yet, and I can find this exact ride over there. Next! What did I just say about clones at Great Adventure? This is, I guess, different. This has the same name as the coaster Great Adventure, but they have nothing in common, I tell ya. It's only a multi-launch shuttle coaster with 2 spikes painted with yellow track and red supports, and is also themed to the Flash. Absolutely nothing alike, I tell ya. Anyways, Flash Vertical Velocity is pretty fun. Launches are decently punchy, there's some really fun waitlisses on the spikes, and it's just really cool to look at. The only downside is that it's very short, but also has this sense of repetitiveness to it. In terms of ride experience, it's the exact same as Possessed at Dorney Park, but that's not really bad considering it's an exciting ride, and besides, these impulse coasters are actually somewhat rare these days. Yeah, not a whole lot to say really, Flash is just pretty fun. But I have to say, Vertical Velocity is such a needlessly dumb yet raw name at the same time. Kinda reminds me of this guy.
Oh yeah! It's enough to make a grown man cry.
You know that a coaster is well liked when I don't even really have to say hear me out when I put the Whizzer at number 6. I missed Whizzer my first time at Great America, and to be honest, I was kinda skeptical that it was actually as fun as people say, but then I rode it last year and I literally did the Danny DeVito meme on the brakes. Oh my god, this ride is just pure condensed fun. You got the spiral lift hill, you got the ramp for a first drop, you got the low to the ground turns, the awesome views, the bobsled trains. Oh, it's just so damn fun. I cannot articulate in words the reason for why Whizzer is so fun. I don't think anybody alive can. It just is. There's a certain vibe or feeling for it. I don't think anybody knows how to explain it. And let's appreciate it as such. After all, literally nobody complains when they say they want to do the Whizzer. Also, Schwarzkopf just knows how to make fun coasters. They've yet to miss in my eyes. Okay, but nobody shoots 100% from the field now, come on. The last of the clones of this park that I can just do a Great Adventure is Batman the Ride, the one clone to rule them all. This was the one that started everything seemingly, and you know what? All my thoughts on this ride and its various clones are right here in this video that I just uploaded, so you know what? I'm just not going to talk about this ride here. Sorry for the self-plug, it's not personal, it's just business. Anyways, Batman the Ride is damn good. Forceful as heck, paced to perfection, and kinda has theming. Watch this video for my full thoughts.
Do a barrel roll!
Six Flags Great America has 16 roller coasters, which is always welcome, but like, only 3 of them I can really consider elite or borderline elite, with the rest all in the range of either pretty good or ironically amazing. The amount of 7 out of 10 coasters in this park is uncomfortably high, but the king of the 7 out of 10s to me is X-Flight. If you want the most standard wing coaster possible, well then here you go. You have the always super fun wing over drop, multiple really fun inversions, and elite near-miss moments throughout the ride, all paired with that classic lack of Six Flags theming, except for like this tower thing I guess. There's a slight rattle, but it isn't abysmal, but there is an actual issue with this coaster. These vest restraints. They're really restrictive and quite uncomfortable. Thank God B&M has evolved these restraints over the years, considering it's all they use now, but unfortunately, I think there has been a trade-off. Anyways, yeah, X-Flight is just a really simple but fun coaster that serves its place here nicely. However, the brand new B&M Across the Pathway is even better.
The power of Christ compels you!
Wrath of Rakshasa is the best B&M dive coaster in the United States. Yeah, I said it. Now, I have yet to do Griffin, so we'll see how that works out, but in my opinion, at the time of this video, I think this is the best American dive coaster. The layout is just excellent. Every inversion and element just flows together so nicely, and that zero-G roll that goes into the helix is genuinely a spectacular moment. The drop itself is also very good, and it's just a very long and enjoyable ride overall. However, I do have to address the elephant in the room. Actually, you know what? Let's rewind to about a minute ago. But unfortunately, I think there has been a trade-off. Yeah, Rakshasa's rattle is absolutely prevalent. It's not ride-wrecking, at least not to me, but it is definitely there. It is really fucking annoying how B&M, previously the bastion for smooth thrill coasters, has people thanking God that a new coaster of theirs doesn't have a major rattle. But you know what? Rakshasa is just damn good despite it, and I'm gonna treat it as such. I'm a certified Wrath of Nebraska fan, and I'm not the only one. At least that's what probability states.
There are dozens of us. Dozens!
That's it? That's all there is?
Goliath is an absolutely elite roller coaster. For 30 seconds, and then it's over. Good God, this ride is unnecessarily short. I am convinced that RMC just straight up forgot to add the second half to this ride, because a ride that's this tall, this fast, and this good should never be this short.
I keep having this nagging feeling that I've forgotten something.
Hey, if you forgot it, it probably wasn't all that important.
Yeah, I guess.
That being said, for the like 6 elements Goliath has, it's truly amazing. That drop is just stupid in the back row. And hot take here, it rivals Toro almost.
That
is blasphemous!
I know, that's an overreaction, but it's damn good. The dive loop is super unique and super good, and that's stall. That stall. My goodness, what an element. It's also funny to see how Goliath has kind of been the template for modern RMCs, strangely enough. I mean, think about it. Absolutely enormous, truss lift hill, awesome stall, you get the point. The way I see it is that Zadra is just Goliath extended. But unfortunately, Goliath is like half of a ride, and it's super underwhelming hitting those brakes just so unnecessarily early. Now, there is no such thing as a bad RMC, but Goliath is probably the only one that left me wanting more when I got off of it. That being said, it's still like a 9 out of 10, despite its length. Damn good coaster, but where's the rest of it? Yeah, Raging Bull is just awesome. Not much else to really say. Strangely enough though, my most viewed video by a wide margin is actually a review on this ride I made in a single day. Which seems just so random, but you know, I'm not really complaining. Another thing I find strange is that there are people who consider this to be a weaker B&M Hyper.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Who cares it isn't a sprawling airtime hill fit layout? It's an amazing ride regardless. That drop is absurd. The positive G's are very strong, and the airtime moments it does have are also exceptional. It does tuck right out at the end, but you know what, we'll give it a pass, because at least it feels like a complete ride. Ahem. Oh, and I myself haven't experienced it yet, but I've heard that the teal train will instill some type of primal fear in you when you ride it, so there's that too, I guess. Yep, not much else to really say. Raging Bull is just an amazing ride, the best B&M Hyper that I have ridden, though I am doing Shambhala this summer, so that could change, and the best coaster at Six Flags Great America.
Marge, I'm confused. Is this a happy ending or a sad ending?
It's an ending, that's enough.